Tutorials. Today I want to show you how to use Photoshop Actions. So it occurred to me that in the midst of making all of my tutorials, I had made a tutorial on how to load actions, but I never really made one on how you use them. I'll touch on one here and there. Here's how you use the sunburst action, here's how you change your photo to black and white, and so on, but kind of just wanted to make a general overview of how to use them. So in case you're unaware, we have a collection of Urban Rhino Photoshop actions. There are some different sets available to purchase on our website, and I'm going to kind of just walk through a few of these, just do a brief overview of how an action works. So I already have them loaded on here. If you're not sure how to do that, check out our tutorial on how to load a Photoshop action. But the point of an action is to speed up your editing time. It is to make the editing process much simpler for you, especially if you are starting out. Even myself, someone who has used Photoshop for years and considers, I would consider myself to be very, very experienced in it. I still use our actions on every picture that I edit. So I have made these tools to make your life easier. So basically what each set is kind of a group of tools that you can use. You're going to find kind of a general base that you can play on your photo. There's going to be a set of black and white actions, tones, which will give your picture just a different look, a different color overall, a matte, which makes your color, your black look more gray, like it has a matte finish. Sometimes, so like this particular one has a sun tool and a sky tool, and then generally there are some kind of refining brushes. So I'm just going to play a few of these and show you kind of how they work so you can get an idea. So for instance, if we wanted to put a matte finish on this picture, if I go to this black dahlia right here and hit play, see how quickly it went through all of those steps, and now my photo has a very, very matte finish to it. If I only wanted that action to be in certain areas, so that layer, I could brush it off of others. So I have these actions set up so they by default create a layer mask. So you would click on the layer mask, or it's usually already selected, and bring up a black brush, and you can brush it off of the areas that you don't want it. So if I wanted the background to be more of a matte finish and not so much his face, I would just brush it off kind of like that. So he is really what stands out. And then you can see when you click off of the layer, so that was before and this is after. Obviously I like the before better, but just to give you an idea of what happens when you play that particular action. So another one is the tone. So if I wanted to, instead of everything looking, kind of like there's a lot of blue, if I wanted more, this one's kind of more of a yellowy gold on top of it. If you kind of go through, or you can play them all. So if you click on the play it all, it's going to run through and play each of them. Usually a little dialog box comes up just telling you, hey, I've played each of these. And then you can go through and click on them each to sample them and see which one you like best. So just like that. So that blue hibiscus really makes him blue. And then if any of the layers you don't like, you just delete them out. Let's see, what else? A brush, and there are more actions in here. So for instance, the Live and Viv Retouch collection, which I use so much, if you wanted to, make the color pop, if you play that and then you brush it on, which obviously this is already very vibrant, but you can see over here on the layer mask, the white, that's where I'm brushing it on. So if I get this and brush it on everywhere. And then when I click off of that layer, so you can see before and after, before, after. And I'm not gonna lie, I might keep that on there. I really like that extra color in the sky. And again, you can just delete out the layer if you don't like it. You can lighten an area, darken an area, make an area sharp, blur something. Getting into the skin, these will be your best friend. So if you need to smooth the skin, or you know, get rid of purple skin, get rid of, especially on babies when they have those red splotches, you could use those. Eyes, this one is great. So I've already kind of sharpened his eyes, but if you go through and play those, again, you can sharpen the eyes, make the white, what we call like the, what am I trying to say? Like the highlight in the eye. If you want to make that pop, or you want to make the color more bold. The lashes are amazing if you use that brush to darken up lashes. Obviously, I'm not going to do that on a little boy. Whiten teeth, smooth skin, all of those things. That is what each of these ones here do. And then I have some other collections as well. So hopefully that gives you kind of an overview of what a Photoshop action is. Things as well, one I didn't touch on was turning your picture to black and white. You know, I've seen people just by default go up to image and mode and click on black and white, and that is not what you want. So if you click on, for instance, this one, this hydrangea, you can see all the different things that it's doing. It's not just changing it to a flat black and white. It's giving you contrast. It's putting a tone on it. It's sharpening things, putting a vignette. So a very easy one-click black and white that is much more successful than using the Photoshop default black and white. So again, that covers this tutorial. I will include links to where you can purchase our Photoshop actions, as well as our brushes and overlays if you're interested in those.
Make sure you stay connected with Urban Rhino on social media. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, comment below, and of course, subscribe to our channel.